Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with our guest host today, Christian McCall. She's in for Trent Haston, who's traveling. We're your hosts. We're glad you're spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, ROBY.com. Christian, before the break in the last couple segments, we were talking about Make-A-Wish and the Trailblaze Challenge. We're now joined by Rosa Dest, who is with us on the phone. She is going to be a participant in the upcoming challenge. Rosa, thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, you're so welcome. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Just so everybody understands the connection, Rosa is a valued partner of the Andrew Roby Company. She's a designer. And Christian, I know she's done a lot of work with us, and you brought this up to her, and there's an interesting story about how this all came about.
Yeah, we were at a Sub-Zero Wolf event a couple of weeks ago, and somebody was asking Rosa about her vacation plans for this year, because apparently her and her husband take great vacations and travel a lot. And she said, well, we are doing the Trailblaze Challenge. That's going to be kind of our big adventure for the year. And she and her husband, they both played in our cornhole tournament last year, and just said she loved the tournament, loved the Make-A-Wish mission, and so the Trailblaze Challenge is kind of their way of getting more involved.
That is fantastic. And Rosa, thanks so much for doing that. It's always great when our partners get involved in the organizations that we're supporting. And you've done a lot of work with the Andrew Roby Company. And as a matter of fact, the reason you can't be in the studio is you're up at the furniture market up in High Point right now.
Right, I am here in High Point. It's my second day here.
How's that going?
It's going great. It's a lot of walking, but great stuff to see. Looking at a lot of new vendors and visiting with my old standby vendors.
That's great. I was actually going to say this is probably in some respects, a little training for that 28.3 miles you got to hike.
You're absolutely right. I did walk 4.6 miles yesterday while I was here, and I am going to be tracking it again today.
That is fantastic. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Chris, let's reset a little bit for the folks that just joined us. Maybe they didn't hear the previous segment. The Trailblaze Challenge. Just talk a little bit about what that is, and maybe just you kind of roll that into a recap of Make-A-Wish in general.
Sure. So the Trailblaze Challenge is one of our primary fundraisers at Make-A-Wish at our local chapter here in Charlotte. And it's a 28.3-mile one-day hike. And it's essentially just an adventure, a challenge and a fitness adventure and a fundraiser that we invite participants from around our chapter territory in central and western North Carolina to participate and join us in.
That's fantastic. So, Rosa, Christian, we won't get into all of the your adventure vacations that Christian talked about, but tell us a little bit about why you wanted to get involved with this and what you're looking forward to.
Okay, so I first got involved with Make-A-Wish through the Andrew Roby Cornhole Challenge, and it was a nice experience. I thought, what a great way to help an organization through a fun activity. And I apologize for the truck, but I'm outside. When I got the invitation on my email, I thought, wow, that really sounds fun. And I thought initially it was going to be like a weekend camping, hiking adventure, but it is a one-day event, and so we have been training for it. We have a 22-mile hike coming up this Saturday that I hope we survive.
Wow. And where's that hike that you're going to do?
I'm not quite sure. I think
somewhere in the woods, right?
Yeah,
somewhere.
it'll be at Kings Mountain, actually.
Oh, Kings Mountain.
Yeah.
Nice.
is that where? Yeah.
So Rosa, folks are listening to this. I know the May challenges are sold out, which is great. I think there's 150 folks doing this in May between the two weekends, but there's opportunity to do it in the fall. Was it intimidating for you to sign up for this? I mean, I know you walked 4 miles today.
Not at all. I was very excited. In fact, Rich was a little hesitant about it. He wanted to take the application home and think about it, and I said to him, if you take that home, you won't do it. So either you're in today or you're not. I'm doing it anyways. So he jumped in. A little coaxing didn't hurt.
That is fantastic. And Chris, do you see that a lot with folks? They get a little nervous about that number. They see 28.3 on a piece of paper in one day. Like Rosa said, she originally thought it was a weekend where you do some camping, but one day it's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a completely accurate statement. I mean, a lot of times people, if they take the application and the registration form home, they think about it and come to their senses the next morning and say, I don't think I should be doing that. But if you kind of just go with your gut and sign up for it. And you go through the experience and use the resources that we give you and really take advantage of all the tools that we provide with the training and all the networking tools where you can get to know your other participants. It's an awesome experience.
So, Rosa, maybe talk a little bit about that and your training so far and camaraderie probably with people on that hiking trail when you're out there getting prepared.
Absolutely. So I will say on behalf of Make-A-Wish, they are very organized. They've had these activities planned, and we are receiving emails ahead of time so we know what's coming up. We have not been able to participate in a lot of the hikes as a group, but the ones that we have been able to meet up with people who are hiking at the same pace that we are hiking at and are hoping to be in those groups when the big hike comes along. Also, as a result, one of the other couples that we have hiked with, and I don't know their last names, but Megan and Ryan, we are co-sponsoring an event coming up at the Dilworth Bar and Grill, and the dates are yet to be determined. But it's a great way to meet people, to think of other ways to fundraise, because we haven't mentioned this, but we each have a goal of $2,500 to fundraise in addition to the hike or as part of our hike. And so this event that we are sponsoring or co-sponsoring at the Dilworth Bar and Grill will be to raise the funds that we need to for Make-A-Wish.
That is great, and I know all that money goes to a great cause. Folks, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the At Home with Roby show. You can visit us today at andrewroby.com or give us a call at 704-334-5477. We're talking with Rosa Dest. We're talking with Chris and Michelle from Make-A-Wish of Central and Western North Carolina. We're talking specifically about the Trailblaze Challenge. It's a great fundraiser, great opportunity, 28.3-mile hike coming up in the fall. There are two actual hikes in May that are completely sold out, so it's a very popular event. If you want to get involved, go to trailblazechallenge.org or call the Make-A-Wish offices at 704-334-0334. So, Christian, we joked a little bit about your hiking prowess.
Yes.
Do you want an application now to join Rosa and the team? And I know you could go to Dilworth Bar and hang out and drink a little bit.
But
yeah,
do that.
So
I
you'll
can
support
do
them.
that.
So
yeah.
there are other ways to support, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and keep us posted on that date, Rosa. I'd like to attend that.
Sure, certainly.
But yeah, in a couple of years, I could see myself
We're all
maybe
staring
taking
at you
the challenge.
waiting
I know.
She's the one that got the application, Rosa, and took it home.
I know.
think.
I know.
Yeah.
But no,
So,
I do. I mean, it just sounds like just a fun day.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
It is. It's a great organization.
maybe
It's great. You know, this show is all about the community. We talk about our company. We talk about what the Andrew Roby Company has done. We also talk about a lot of things in Charlotte, and we try to, devote several shows throughout the year to charities and community involvement, and we're very involved with Make-A-Wish. So, as I said earlier, Rose, it's great when partners like you are able to get involved and see the vision and really join together. It makes us, Trent's not here, but he always talks about that flywheel, so it's able to kind of spread that out to you and your husband.
Exactly. And we love supporting Andrew Roby, and that is why we started with the cornhole tournament. And, that just leads to bigger and better things.
Absolutely. So Rosa Dest Interiors, you're up at the market right now, which, by the way, I need some outdoor bar stools. If you run across anything, feel free to shoot me a text or an email.
Certainly.
But just real quick, how can folks get in touch with you if they do need some interior, maybe design, some works in the inside, outside? How could folks get in touch with you?
Well, they can certainly visit my website and contact me through that. It's www.rosadest, just like best, but with a D, interiors.com.
Awesome. Rosa, thanks so much for being here today with us. I know you got a busy day. Hopefully you took some time and you sat down from that 4 miles, whatever miles you're walking up there at the show, and this was a little bit of a break for you.
Thank you so much. And just remember, I'm walking in heels today.
Oh my goodness! Well, that's like walking 12 miles in a real hike.
It's not too bad.
All right. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Christian. Bye-bye.
All right,
Bye.
Christian and Chris, Michelle, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Real quick, we got about 20 seconds. One more time, plug the Plug the website.
Trailblaze Challenge. If you want to sign up or learn more info, it's www.trailblazechallenge.org, or you can call our office at 704-339-0334.
Great. Chris, Michelle, thanks for everything you're doing for Make-A-Wish in the community. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk specifically about some things going on at the Andrew Roby Company that you can get involved with. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. We'll be right back.